Have you ever been in a situation where you start dating a girl, you're taking her out, you guys are going and playing putt-putt, you're getting dinner, you're buying her ice cream. You think that things are going great. You're having good conversations, you're making her laugh. You feel like this girl's really into you. And then you hear this.
Hey, Johnny, like, you're such a nice guy and you just led with such clarity, like, better than anyone that I've ever dated before. Like, you're just such a spiritual leader and it's been so awesome getting to know you. But I really think that we should just be friends.
One of my buddies, who I'm not gonna name in this video, is constantly obsessing over women. He's always texting me like,
Hey, I just met this girl named Jessica, and she's so pretty, and she loves Jesus, and she loves golf too. And we were just, we really just hit it off. And here's a picture of her. Like, look at her. Do you think that she's cute too?
and I'm thinking to myself, if this guy's asking me this many questions about some random chick, imagine how much mental energy he's putting into thinking about her every second of the day. I can tell you what he's probably thinking about. He's probably thinking,
What if we start dating, and maybe we can go play a full 18 holes together, and after that we can go get ice cream? Like, I wonder what kind of ice cream she likes. Like, I'm more of a chocolate guy myself, but even if she likes vanilla, like, I'd be cool with that too. And after we get ice cream, then we can spend the rest of the night just staring up at the sky and looking at the stars, and it'll be so awesome.
he's gonna think,
Oh my goodness, my mom would love her. Like, she's so sweet. They would definitely get along. And what if, like, we start dating and then it gets more serious? And what if we get married? Like, and then we can have kids? Like, what kind of kids will we have? Will we have a boy or a girl? Like, I definitely would want to have a girl instead of a boy. But even if we don't, like, that would just be so awesome.
so he's telling me that he's got her number and now they're going on dates and he's asking me for advice on how they can make things official, and then bam, he gets friend zoned. Just whenever he thought things were going great and all of his wildest fantasies were gonna come true, he gets left in the dust. And worst of all, he has absolutely no idea what he did wrong and what he did to get stiff-armed straight into the friend zone. You might be watching this video wondering, man, that's happened to me too. Like, why does that keep happening? Do you really want to know why you keep getting friend zoned by every woman that you meet? The reason that this is happening is because you're weak and effeminate. Maybe you were raised by your mom, or you grew up watching Disney movies where the nerd gets the princess and they live happily ever after. But that's not how reality is. Instead of focusing on your mission or your purpose or building something for yourself, you spend all day thinking about women and fantasizing about when you're gonna meet the next girl, or when you're gonna meet the one and get married and have a family. You should not be thinking about those things. You've been brainwashed and conditioned to behave like a feminine soy boy. Men were created to work and to obsess over making progress in their life. As a masculine man, the only thing that you should be focused on is how to build yourself up, whether that's physically, mentally, or spiritually. If you're watching this video right now and you're broke, or you're overweight, or you haven't read your Bible in over a week, you're on crack if you think that you deserve to have a woman in your life right now. I want you to ask yourself this right now. Do I deserve to have a woman in my life? Have I built a life for myself where a woman came into it, she would actually enjoy herself? Do you have a car? Do you have your own place? Are you making enough income right now to where if you wanted to bring a girl on a date, you could comfortably pay the bill and not just be nervously checking your bank account to make sure that you could afford it? If you answered no to any of the following questions, you're not ready. Instead of spending all your time obsessing over women and when you're gonna meet the next girl, you need to take all that energy and focus that into your self-improvement journey. And believe me, I was in the exact same place that you're in right now. I used to spend all my days playing video games and scrolling on social media. The only thing that I would think about all day was women.
Did Jessica respond to my DM on Instagram? I wonder if any of the girls who I followed yesterday followed me back. Or well, did I match with that girl on Tinder? She's pretty cute.
And I would focus all my time on these random women instead of taking any time to focus on becoming the man that God created me to be. And I was a complete and total loser. I made the same mistakes. I used to hang out with girls and wonder, why don't they think that I'm attractive? Why do they keep putting me in the friend zone? It's because I focus so much time on wanting to make a good impression, and I hope I say the right things, and I gotta be more agreeable. Like, she doesn't like chocolate ice cream, me either. Like, we have so much connection. We're meant for each other. Effeminate men focus on women. Masculine men focus on building themselves and becoming the man that God created them to be. And whenever you focus all your energy into improving yourself, naturally, there's going to come a time whenever God feels that you're deemed fit to have a woman in your life. Just like he did with Adam whenever he was in the garden, and he said it's not good for man to be alone. It wasn't until Adam started fulfilling his purpose, working in the garden, tending to the fields, that God decided that he needed to have a woman by his side to help him. A woman is a helpmate, and if you have nothing built up, then there's no point in you even having a woman in your life. There's a verse in the Bible that I want you to write down right now and tape it to your wall. And that's Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. And it says, "Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you." You might be wondering, what does that verse even mean? What it's telling us is to focus on making God the number one priority in our life. Everything that you do, where you hang out with, what you read, what you do on the weekends, should be focused on growing in your relationship with God. And whenever you pour your energy into going to church and meeting people and getting plugged into Bible study and working on your leadership, taking that energy and pouring it into making more income for yourself, naturally you're going to build up and become the man that God created you to be. And then at that point, whenever God feels that you're ready, he's going to bring a woman into your life. I want you to imagine that you took the next 6 months or even the next year, and the only thing that you focused on was growing in your relationship with God. I want you to imagine that instead of chasing women, all that time that you'd been wasting away was now being poured into developing yourself as a man. Whether that's going to the gym and working on your physique, learning a new high income skill where you could make more income so you could make more money, or you could prioritize your relationship with God. Getting in the Bible early in the morning, going to Bible study, meeting other like-minded individuals who are Christians. And I want you to imagine that because you were spending so much time developing yourself, you actually figured out what your purpose was. I want you to imagine that whenever you wake up, the first thing coming to your head is not,
Oh, I wonder if Jessica matched back with me on Tinder or if she sent me a message or anything.
instead, the first thing that you thought of was a creative idea to fulfill your purpose. And so instead of spending the first hour of your day laying in your bed, scrolling on social media or checking your notifications, you hopped out of the bed and you got to work. I want you to imagine that you're so busy and you're so productive that you're getting so much done each day that you don't even think about women. And whenever you get into that mindset, you're so focused on yourself and your relationship with God that you lose track of time. And you make so much progress to where you actually become the man that God created you to be. And at that point, once you become that man, God can bring you your ease. And whenever that time comes, the woman that's going to come into your life is going to be so grateful for all the hard work that you put in. She's going to appreciate that you go to the gym every day now and you work out and you take care of yourself. She's going to appreciate that you're charismatic now because you've worked on your people skills. You've built a business. You can provide for her. And most importantly, she's going to be grateful that you prioritized your relationship with God because you've done the work to become the spiritual leader that you need to be for her and for your future family. Now, the last question that I have for you is, are you going to become a masculine man? Or are you going to continue to obsess over women and continue to get put in the friend zone? If you're tired of getting friend zoned and you're ready to go all in on your self-improvement journey, hit that subscribe button. Welcome to our movement. You just made the best decision of your life. Now, don't get me wrong, your self-improvement journey is going to be hard, but it's much easier whenever you have the right men around you. If you made it this far, I know you're enjoying these videos, so go ahead and watch another one. I hope you take the advice that you learned in this video. I hope God blesses you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.